3, 2, 1.
Cool. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah. Welcome back
to
an
another
episode.
We have to have come up with something that we'll say every time.
Okay, so hello and welcome back.
Thanks for coming on down to an hour of BS Town. I like that one.
I did too.
Or maybe we'll come up with something different every episode.
That sounds good.
We're gonna run out of ideas.
Yeah, we are.
For that, though. Welcome back, and this week, Carson, it's just me and you this week.
Yep. Woo! Finally. I didn't want to work with anybody else. Okay.
Tired of all the guests.
Tired of all of them.
Oh yeah.
You know who you are. Kylie and Macy.
Ooh, called out.
Yep. Wow. For many reasons. Okay. Maybe work on our account, like you promised.
The
timer.
Oh.
It's okay.
So, Carson, it's just us this week.
Yeah.
And, we haven't recorded an episode just us for a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's made it so we haven't really got to talk about what's been going on with us recently.
True.
So, Carson, what's been going on with you recently?
So, good question.
Thanks.
I've just been really working on school.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that, but I'm not really working on it. So I say I'm working on school, but then I wait last minute, and I'm leading up to it. I'm not really working on it until it's due. So I have an assignment due Friday. It's a pretty big one. It's a project. Okay. And then I have a test next Monday. So I got to study for that. And actually, tomorrow, I am starting phlebotomy, in-person classes.
What's
so
that?
I don't know if you've ever been to a hospital.
Yes.
You know how they have to draw your blood and
yes.
take samples and tubes and all that? I'm actually in class right now to do that. So it's a 5-week course, and I'm in week 3. So tomorrow we start the in-person clinicals. So we'll actually go in and stab people.
Nice.
And get this, because of COVID and in general, because we have to get closest to 100 sticks in order to be really certified. And hospitals will actually check how many sticks, how many people you stuck. So how many sticks you get, and so that means that because there are only 9 classes, every single class we have to get poked 11 times. So I had to poke 11 people, and they have to poke me 11 times. So per class, I'll get poked 11 times.
A lot.
Yep. And I'll probably have a lot of bruises because if they miss a vein and all that. Yep.
Just stab you.
Yep. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yep.
You get to go in and stab people, and they get to stab you. That sounds great.
So so that's where I'm at right now. I'm just doing that. How about you?
Me, I've just been doing school, had a few tests,
how's that going?
Quizzes. Everything's going good right now.
Good.
My classes aren't super difficult at the moment.
Good.
I have to read a few books, and
I hate that.
I mean, I just I will skim through and also look up summaries.
Do you have summary questions and all that you have to answer? Or is it just reading?
We have to answer he asks us a bunch of questions, and it's what did you find interesting? What were some of the themes? So it's kind of summary questions.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, if it's summary, like that, then I'd just be looking up the questions. I wouldn't be reading it. I'd be that's where it says this. Or I'd just
specific information.
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't know.
It's a bit more vague, so we have to actually
know what's going on.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Are they long books, chapter books and stuff, or?
They're not super long. They're plays, and they're
yeah. That's fine. Then.
That's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Wow. School's really going by fast. We're almost done with this year. It's really exciting.
We're halfway through.
So, yeah. Sorry. But cool.
Yeah.
So that's an update in our life. What about? Are you doing anything outside of school? Anything fun or?
Not at the moment. I mean, the weather's getting pretty nice around here, isn't it? Though.
Yep. 64 today.
Oh yeah.
That's so nice.
Maybe I was thinking of maybe going biking sometime soon. And Carson, I know you love biking. Would you like to go with me?
Sure.
Where's your bike? That's the follow-up question. Because I remember your last
broke.
bike.
I never got around to getting that fixed. So.
Do you still have the broken bike?
I think so. Yeah.
What's wrong with it? I forget. The thing that you never got fixed.
I think it's just the tires are flat, but they're not. I don't even know. Well,
there's your problem.
But if you have a bike, yeah.
I'll try and hook you up with a bike.
Thank you.
I know some people.
You know some people. He's a professional biker.
Well, I don't know about
professional.
That,
Professional.
I'll get you a bike and we'll go biking sometime.
Sounds good. Yeah, because let's see. So here's the main problem. The main problem is my schedule is pretty crazy because right now, all the good days. So okay, I guess 45 is pretty good, but it's not that great.
Yeah.
And I'm like wanting 66. 66 Wednesday and Thursday are the highest temperatures of all week, and those are the last 2 days I work. So then we get to 45, which is doable. But it's like I have finally nice weather, and I work.
That's unfortunate.
The next week, I'm off. Probably Monday and Wednesday, but it's like snowing and raining.
It's snowing next week?
Well, 40% Monday and 50% Thursday. So we shall see what happens, but
we'll just go biking in the snow.
Oh yeah, that works. No, but yeah, for real, we'll do something.
Okay,
that'd be fun.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool. So Carson, I wanted to tell you a story. I've got a story that I think you've heard before, and I think some of our listeners might have heard before. But I want to go in depth with it. Maybe tell you some things that you've never heard before.
Oh no!
So back in high school.
Oh no!
It was musical theater season, our senior year.
Okay.
And we were doing many musicals at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And well, we had got done with practice for mine.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, let's go out to eat somewhere, let's go find some food. And everyone was like, where should we go? And we decided on Chipotle.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I definitely don't know the whole story, because you kind of refused to talk about it after it happened.
Well, it was like,
Yeah, I get it. But go ahead.
So we went there, and we were like, okay, let's go. Brittany, you know Brittany, she needed a ride because at the time she didn't have a car.
Right.
So I was like, I'll drive you. It's no problem.
Yeah.
So we go on driving down to Chipotle. We meet everyone there. We go in. We all get our orders. I order my, what I usually get, a chicken burrito with, I think I had rice, cheese, queso, and black beans, I want to say.
That's pretty much like my exact order.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's a good order.
Black beans, but yeah.
It's a good order.
Yeah.
Or that's what I thought. So, I get my usual order because that's what I like to get. And it's like, oh, sweet, this will be a good meal. So we all sit down. And, we're talking and stuff and all that. Just making conversation.
It's very misleading. It looks very yummy.
Very misleading. So I sit down, I open it up, everyone's starting to eat their food. I take one bite, and I process that bite, I swallow it, and I go, something's up.
First bite.
Like,
not exaggeration, the very first
bite I took, I was like, something's not right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe it's just the first bite.
Right.
Maybe something, I don't know, something just, I got unlucky with that bite. Maybe there's like a piece of food or whatever that got there for somehow. So it's like, I'll go in for a second bite. Take a second bite, and I'm like, maybe the third bite will be better.
No.
So I take a third bite, and at the third bite, I'm thinking, this is really not great, and my stomach's not super happy at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just kind of set it down at that point. I was like, you know what? I'll take this home. Yeah. Maybe it was something I ate earlier in the day, or I don't know exactly. But I'll sit this down. You know what? I'll come back to it later maybe. So we keep talking, and throughout the conversation with everyone there, I'm just like not great. I can still feel my stomach is really upset at the time, and I'm just not in a good spot.
Yeah.
And
oh my God,
I'm sitting next to Cody, and Cody, I turn to him and I go, where are the bathrooms?
Now, actually, Brandon never. You don't really go out many places. Like
I don't go out a whole lot.
Which is fine.
I eat in a lot. I'll eat like sandwiches and I'll make myself rice. I love rice.
And the thing about it is like to give reference of why you were asking where the bathrooms were because if I ever, especially if I ever like Chipotle, I would always like take it home. I never ate. Same.
There.
No, same. Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, I have no idea where the things are in this restaurant.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Cody, where are the bathrooms? And he's like, over there. And I'm like,
of course, Cody would know. I mean, he blows up that toilet. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm like, and I think before he had mentioned that I was like not looking so great at.
Oh.
And I was just because I wasn't talking at all because I was just like processing.
You were processing, yeah.
I was letting everyone else talk, and I was talking very minimally. So when I asked him where the bathrooms were, he was like, "Oh, they're in the back there." I get up, I go to the bathroom because at that time I'm feeling like I think this is coming back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the back, and they have keypads on the bathroom
now, really
doors.
quick, this is pre-COVID, by the way. This is not during COVID times.
So yeah, this was way.
This was like
2 years ago.
No, it was last.
Or a year and a half ago.
It was last. Yeah. But it didn't have a keypad on it because of COVID. Because there are restrictions.
They just had a keypad on it for whatever reason.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
I'm looking at the keypad and I'm like, what the heck? What is this doing here? So I try it. Maybe that's for something else. Maybe that's how they lock the door or something.
Like later in the night.
Yeah, when they close or something. And I open it and I like go to open it. It's not coming open. So I'm like, okay, the keypad is how you get in. I have no idea where the code or whatever.
Yeah.
So I go to the little side. You know how they have the counter there and there's that little side portion.
Yeah, where like the people walk in. Yeah.
Where you used to get your like to-go order or whatever. And I'm standing there waiting for someone working there to come like talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling out to the employees because I'm thinking in my mind, if I open my mouth, floodgates are gonna burst open.
Yeah.
And I'm just standing there for like maybe a minute, and I'm like thinking the whole time, please just.
Yeah. And there's probably a big long line.
Oh no one was there.
Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, it was pretty empty that day. They were like restocking all the food and stuff, and I'm like, oh gosh, just please turn my way for a half second.
Yeah. And
I couldn't hold it in, and I like fell to the floor, and I just.
Oh, you dropped to the floor.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
And I puked.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then when I puked, that's when they noticed me.
Wait, really? They're like, what is that?
Yeah. Finally. So I'm like, can I use your bathroom?
You said it after?
Oh yeah, because my stomach's still really upset, and I'm like, I'm gonna
keep going.
More.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. So they open the door for me. I go in and I puke some more. I'm in there for like maybe 5 minutes, just.
I would have hid in there. I would have never gone out of that bathroom. So wait, when they said yeah and they unlocked the door, did they notice you puked everywhere already?
Oh, absolutely.
So what do? They like play it off? They're like, oh, you had an accident. Like, what do they do?
Well, they first got me to the door, and I walked in, so I didn't really see what they were. Was happening.
Right. You're probably just so like overwhelmed and.
Yeah. So I puked in the door, and I mean, I was like just puking up my burrito and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was like, okay, I think I'm done or whatever, flush it all down. And I come out of the bathroom to go, I'm just going to go home.
Yeah.
And I come out and they have like this person in like a hazmat suit.
That seems like so normal had it been COVID time. Like this, but pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm. And there was just this person in the hazmat suit cleaning up, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
So I go back to where we were all sitting. I'm like, I'm just gonna go home, guys. See ya.
Did they see you?
Well, they saw me fall to the floor. The way the like counter was, they didn't see me actually.
And they nobody checked on you?
Well,
They're like, bye,
they
Brandon.
saw me.
Nice knowing you.
Well, when I like came back up, they were all looking in my direction, and I was like, I just went to the bathroom, and they didn't check up at me on the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Because the door's locked behind you and everything.
Right. Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
So I was like, and I think it's better that no one checked on me because.
Well, right.
Me puking in the bathroom and all. So I came out just like, hey, I'm gonna go, and they were like, yeah. Get out of here.
And then you just left.
I left. I walked to my car, and I get in, and I'm like, whose backpack is in my car? Brittany's backpack was still in my car because I drove her there.
Yeah.
So I have to pull out my phone, call Brittany. I'm like, can you come get your stuff out of my car? She's like, sure. And I drive home, and I'm like, just...
Were you more like, did you feel sick for the remainder of the day, or were you just more embarrassed? Like, what were your emotions? Because I would have been super embarrassed.
I wasn't really embarrassed. I was like, I left my mark on that Chipotle.
I mean, yeah, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you can't really beat yourself about it.
Well, I guess I don't really go back to that Chipotle just in case someone were to recognize me. I don't want.
Oh, they wouldn't recognize you.
Oh, I guarantee not. But there's always that in the back of my head. I'm like,
right.
I don't want to go back there.
And plus, you're probably like, there's something wrong with that food.
Something wrong with that food.
Yeah.
So I go back home, and I'm just like, I chill the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just out of it.
Right.
I come back to school the next day to find out that I think either 2 or 3 of the other people with me got sick later that day.
Oh, this is now okay, yeah. So it was something there.
It was something in the food. We don't know what it was because we tried.
Well, you know that one time Chipotle had an E. coli.
They did have that, but is that really something that you? Is what's E?
It's just a food. I mean, you get sick from it.
You get sick. Maybe it was that.
But it probably. I'm just saying that Chipotle really can't be trusted. Is what we're learning.
And that is, and then follow up to the end of that. I wrote a paper about it and got like 100 points on it for comp.
Wait, really?
Yeah. For
what prompt?
It was write a food story.
Good idea.
And
wow.
I was like, I'm going to talk about when I puked up my burrito. A+.
Was she like, very descriptive, Brandon?
Something like that. I can't remember.
I love that. We're Facebook friends. We are.
I'm glad.
Sig, you know.
Yeah. So, I tell you that story to get into more of a topic about food.
Interesting. Okay.
What kind of foods do you like? What kind of foods have you puked up on restaurant floors?
I've never puked in public. I'm not kidding. I really never even went to the restroom in a restaurant. Mm-hmm. The more I think of it, I would probably say Mexican. I think I could eat Mexican every single day.
Oh, me too.
Or I could eat pizza every single day.
I'm not a big pizza guy.
Really? Yeah. I mean, it has to be. If you really now, when we're talking about right now, it really doesn't sound appetizing. I mean, us as a family, we usually get like Friday nights or whatever. Yeah. It's like one of those things when,
I mean, it's not like I hate it, but I'm like, I'd rather have something else. I'll eat pizza because every once in a while my family will get pizza too.
Right. Sorry.
I'll eat it, of course. I'll eat a few pieces, but
right.
I'm always like,
I'd
rather have something else.
Yeah. Now, if you tell me pasta or like, though I think it's overrated.
You think pasta is overrated?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, and I'm like more of a pizza, whatever. But I would say Mexican. I love Chinese too. But whenever I go to Chinese, I always get like stuff that's like not really like a known Chinese. Like, I'll just get like soup, and it's like you're not gonna get like this big entree and no, I usually just get like soup. So I'm kind of like boring. Or chicken fried rice. That's so good too. But how about you? What's your favorite like go to?
Well, I still really like Chipotle.
Okay, that's good. That's what I was gonna ask you. Would you still go there?
Well, it took me a few months.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed away from there for a while. But now that we got the new Chipotle like right next to us, I just go to that one.
That's very convenient.
It's very, very convenient. I really like that. Still same order.
Same order.
Yeah.
And actually, we went to Chipotle in Columbus. Now that I think about it, we did that.
We went to Chipotle when we went down to Columbus. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So, cool.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think I've really ever had Chinese food.
For real?
I don't think so. Despite, like, I know Kevin.
Okay.
He gets me free stuff from his restaurant.
Okay,
sometimes.
so there, right?
But It's not really Chinese food. He gets me a thing of rice.
Just rice, nothing in it?
Well, I love rice.
But is it like stuff in it or just like white rice?
No, it's just white rice. That is what I like to eat.
Oh.
He'll get me a free thing of white rice and I'll be like, yes.
Wow.
Meal of champions. Right there.
Okay.
Now, I gotta ask, do you eat breakfast? Because I know a lot of people, especially our age, skip out on breakfast.
No, I don't. See, and that's the thing. So I've heard, like, I think science has shown that if you eat breakfast, your whole day is, like, way better.
I think so.
But I see, like, does it make you feel better? Like, during the day, like, you're finding that you're, like, more energized and all that sort of stuff? Like, you have the motivational. Because when I get up in the morning, I usually have, like, just coffee. And that's kind of, but it doesn't, like, I'm not energized for the day, like how coffee is supposed to. I think like I've trained my mind and all that to like not really like coffee doesn't really affect me.
You've had it so much.
I've had it so much that it doesn't really wake me up. So like, but what I've noticed is that like I have no motivation ever, especially in the morning. But like overall, like I don't really have any motivation to like do anything. But I think that's kind of fueled from the not having breakfast.
Right.
And that's like by choice. I just like don't really cook myself breakfast.
You just got to find something quick and easy. Every morning I make myself a bagel, and that takes like 5 minutes. I microwave it to like thaw it out, and then put it in the toaster, and then I put some like strawberry jam on it.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it's super simple and super easy. And
right.
Most of the time making it, I'm just sitting there watching it.
Yeah, right.
You just got to find something easy like that.
Like, so do you have like your bagel and you have like a little cup of a drink or something?
Yeah. I'll get like a cup, some water, and sometimes we'll have like fruit in our house. So whenever we do that, I'll like cut up a banana and like put it on top of the bagel.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
And if we have strawberries, I'll do it with that too.
Nice.
Little gourmet meal I make myself.
Wow. Okay, so what time do you usually get up in the morning?
Well, my classes are usually later in the day, so usually around 9 o'clock.
You laugh? I wake up at like 12. I'm like not even...
Well, sometimes. That's like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays when I wake up. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll wake up at like 12, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
But...
I mean, because the thing about it is like, I'll get up for a second, and then like, I'll be like, I can't stay up. Like, I can't get myself to actually get up and do whatever. I'm like, can't go back to sleep. I don't know. Like, I think it's my whole schedule overall, but I'm going to try that breakfast thing because I really do think that, like, if I tell myself I'm getting up, I'm going to try breakfast. They say, like, if you have breakfast, that's the most important meal of the day, they say. And that if you have breakfast, you technically don't, no other meal is just as important as breakfast is. So.
Just find, I'm telling you, bagels aren't super
I
expensive.
love bagels with cream cheese. But I mean,
bagels with cream cheese.
Yeah, so if you put jam, yeah.
You wow, make that new routine. We'll check up on you, Carson, next.
Put in my notes.
Next week.
Putting it in my notes. Let's see here, bagel. But yeah, so wow, what a cool conversation about food.
Yeah, I think food's great and everybody loves it.
What kind of food is overrated? Oh, sushi and seafood. Don't ever put me in my sushi or seafood. I would never try it.
Not a big sushi fan?
I've literally, I always told myself I'm never even going to try it. Ever. Ever. And then people convinced me to try, fish. I can't remember exactly what kind. And I, was like, not too bad, but it's not something I would ever eat again. It has such a weird taste. I don't know how people like that.
I feel like seafood is very, it has a very foreign taste to especially people like us who don't really eat it a whole lot. The only seafood I really like is shrimp.
See, I never even tried that.
You should try shrimp. Shrimp is good. But I want to like seafood, but I really just don't.
That's kind of how I am too. I'm like, because it's so hype. People, everyone talks about it, everyone has it. Everyone's like, if you don't eat this, you're not cool.
And it looks
that's
cool.
Literally, right.
Sushi in a little circle.
It does.
It looks cool.
That looks
I want
so,
it.
that,
but it tastes nasty.
It does. And I'm going to lie a little bit here. I kind of lied. I mean, I actually, now that I think about it, I've actually had a little bit of those rolls one time, I think. But what I've learned is this imitation crab. So it's not even real. You know how they roll in the California rolls and it's like crab meat? It's like white fish.
Oh, what?
It's not even crab meat. I don't know. It's really weird. But like the real sushi probably is that. But if you get it in like the little packaging, it's
not the real deal.
But yeah, I'll watch people make it. Have you ever seen people making like California rolls?
I think I have. I've seen like a few videos.
And it looks so good. It's like the white rice and the crab meat and like sauce they put on it and the seaweed. It's like, oh, I want it so bad. But I just can't get over it that it being... If it was like a different meat, perhaps I'd have it. Like literally change the meat. I think that's the real problem.
Make sushi but out of chicken.
Right, literally. Like, I think I'd be fine if that was
a restaurant idea right there, Carson.
There we go. We're making our coffee shop.
We're gonna make our
chicken flavored sushi. I forgot what it was called for a second. I wanted to say seafood, but sushi. I don't know. People were telling me about like, because at one point in my life I was actually thinking about going like vegetarian or vegan, just because I wanted to eat healthier and I felt that was a healthy alternative. Because like, but it's actually not that healthy. Like you have to do it the right way because then you're not getting all your nutrients.
Right. You could be like a vegetarian but still eat like bad food.
Right. Like if you're just solely focusing on eating like, I mean, I guess the kind of image is eating like plants and all. Like you know, if you're just eating like that kind of stuff, it's actually very dangerous. You're not getting the protein and all that. But I mean, there are alternatives to it. But one, it's actually really expensive. It's just like if you're really going to that, it's like really expensive. And then like, two, it's like if you like live with a family, and I mean, you're essentially like none of my family, you know. I'm even looking back when all my family members would live there, my brothers, like none of them did that. None of them were vegan or vegetarian. So you would have to just make your own meal that night. Right. I mean, it's hard because that's like very not what everyone does.
Yeah, vegetarian. Like growing up, trying to be vegetarian in a non-vegetarian like family.
A whole thing. Yep.
Yeah, I imagine that. You gotta make so much money to buy all your own food.
Yeah, and it's expensive with the alternative stuff. Like if I get, I don't know, like there's different like stuff. I don't even know, but like that. And then people are talking about like going pescatarian. I'm like, that's all fish.
Pescatarian is a thing?
Yeah, it's actually a thing. Like you eat all fish. So like, I'm guessing sushi, like sushi, seafood, all of that. That's what you eat. You don't eat any.
That's gotta be
chicken,
really expensive.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I guess it's really healthy, but like it's also like not appetizing. But I know people do that. But yeah, it's really, I don't know. Food's very weird. Like
it is.
I was looking at something about like how packaged food, like how just nasty. I don't know. Like everything you eat, it's pretty gross. I don't know, like GMO and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Oh, right.
All that stuff and like the packaged food and like what they put in this stuff. Like I was just watching. What was it? It was. Oh, like supposedly like this girl, it was on TikTok. Now it's not really a reliable source, I know. However, she had images to prove it, and I was like, okay. Have you ever seen those packaged salads that like have the different compartments? Like there's your lettuce, like your greens, and then there's like corn and dressing and like chicken.
It's like build your own salad.
Yeah,
kit.
and you open the thing, and you pour it, and you make the salad. Well, she had eaten that, and that's the only thing she was eating at the time because she was trying to work on her. Like that was her way of saying, "This is all I'm eating at the end of the day." Not that healthy, but like if I'm just eating this, I'm fine. Mm-hmm. So she ate all that, and then like so she knows it was from that because like a day later, she like really was like her stomach was hurting and all that. She's like, what is that? She like went to the restroom. She did not. There was no poop there, but it all came out worms.
Ugh.
All of it was worms like crawling around, and they were all dead. Like they were dead because like supposedly when they come out they're dead. But if you do that and it comes out like dead worms, then like there's living ones in your system still. So you gotta flush it all and you gotta take antibiotics. But I'm like, and she was like, that's where I knew it was from was that because, you know, that's where it was from.
Right.
And so like I kind of go back to that. I'm like, well, if I was vegetarian, I think, oh, none of that would ever happen. But realistically, it's everything you eat. Like, you know, like tomatoes. If like, you know, they call them, what are they? There's like some worms on them. Sometimes like they growing. I don't know what these things are called. I'm not really an expert on food. However, I do know that it's like, I've also heard that my aunt was saying that a few years ago, my cousin, my great aunt, she was watching her granddaughter, which is my like great cousin or whatever, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And she was eating ramen noodles, ramen or ramen, whatever. I've always have eaten those, and I love them so much. Mm-hmm. And I never eat them anymore because she said she was literally eating it and a worm was coming out of it. Like it was crawling out. And I'm like, that cannot be. I'm still kind of. I don't think
maybe
that's
a worm crawled in while.
I'm like, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, if it's. Because, you got to put water in that. You got to, like, boil it. If you're doing it on the stove, you put it in the microwave. Like, you would see it moving around before you put it in water, right? Mm-hmm. Like, essentially. So, I don't know if it just looked like, because those noodles do kind of get like that, but I've never eaten ramen since. Because I'm, like, so paranoid that my ramen's covered with worms.
No ramen for you.
Yeah, and it's actually the worst thing ever. I used to love eating ramen. Literally my favorite thing ever.
Carson,
like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
I think I know how to cure your coffee addiction. Just put worms in it and you'll never drink it again.
No, or something like a TikTok that's like fake anyways, just some worms in someone's coffee. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but I actually was really upset that I can't eat that anymore. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, I'm actually mad. Like I'm genuinely mad that I can't eat this anymore because I saw a worm. Not me, but I might. I probably will eventually.
Go back to ramen.
Have you ever eaten it? I'm trying to think. Well, the reason why I'm asking that is because do you cook it on the stove or just in the microwave? Like, do you get the cups or do you get them like...
I don't...
He's never had ramen.
Well, I think I've had it when I was like really, really young, but I wasn't like... it was at a point where I wasn't making it myself.
Gotcha, yeah. See, like, that's the thing. If I were to go like out to a restaurant, I would get ramen. Mm-hmm. I'd get that. But I think it's just a packaged food. Now, mind you, that would be packaged too, most likely. Mm-hmm. But like at least it's not.
Yeah, they cook
brand.
it there.
Yeah,
like they look it over before they serve it to you.
Yeah.
And also, if there's a worm in it, you get your money back.
Well, have you ever been to Shogun by our house?
I don't think so.
It's a hibachi Japanese place. It's like wasabi they cook in front of you.
No, but I have. I went to Disney when I was a kid, and they had one of those, and it was the coolest thing ever.
Well, I thought that too at this place, and then I look on Facebook, and there's a local person that took a picture of their food, and there's like a worm. It's like green, you can see it. It's like they call it like veggie worms. No, they're not veggie worms. They're like growing the vegetables. I don't know. They're like fruit worms. I'm just gonna look it up, but basically like it blended in perfectly with like the zucchini. It looked identical to a zucchini, and I looked up for close, and it was like legs on it. It was so nasty, and I'm like, I literally just ate there last week. Now this wasn't recent, but like, now when I go there, I'm like, no veggies, hold the veggies, no veggies. Let me see, worms. That I love how we go from food to worms. Worms that come from vegetables. No, they don't come from vegetables.
Well, I mean, I guess. I wonder how that, because the food does come in packages to the restaurant. How would like worms survive that long? I guess. Well, I guess they are packaged with food.
Oops, sorry.
Never mind. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, this is exactly what it looked like. So this is a cabbage worm. This is what exactly it looked like.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't mess with worms. I don't. If that's about to go in my body, I'm not eating it. Some people are like, oh, it's just a worm. It's actually a protein. That thing's on my plate of food. Take it back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's just not. I feel like it's a lack of checking over the food. Like if I'm gonna have customers and all that, I think I would, as a server, really looking that over. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm also like, I just nah.
You don't want to eat bugs?
Oh no.
Have you ever wanted to like eat? Because
never.
Some places they never. Do eat bugs.
Never. I know, and they like have the, like the markets, and they go to them. They're like.
I think you can buy bugs, like edible bugs online.
Never. I would never in my life eat a bug. If I'm on Survivor, is that what it is?
Yes.
Never. I would never eat a bug.
You wouldn't eat a bug?
I'm not lying. Like
if it's life or death, you're not going to eat that. You're going to die.
Yep. I'm not kidding. If that thing's squirming around trying to get in my mouth and I'm eating it, Because imagine the taste when you chew on it. You know that thing's living.
Well, the ones that they sell are dead.
Right, but it was once living.
Okay, I guess. But then you can. But what about like your chicken and your burrito?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But like, think about it. Because have you heard of like the grasshoppers that people eat and like it gets stuck in their teeth, the legs? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine that you're getting legs out of your teeth? Mm-hmm. I would never, ever eat one of those things. I'm not even kidding. Like,
I think it'd be fun to try just once.
We can do that in an episode. But you try it. But you do it.
It's not fun if I just do it. You got to do it too.
I can't. No. Never mind. Take it back.
We're going to... What's a bug that we could eat that's fun?
Have you seen those big spiders that people...
Oh, I don't want to eat a spider.
But have you seen that? The packaged spider that people... I'm going to show you. Have you seen that?
No. I have seen people eating scorpion, and that always looked interesting to me.
Edibles.
Do you think you could eat a scorpion? If we brought one on the show?
No, I would never eat any of that. No offense. This one's called a mixed bug. So there's like...
Oh, you get a bunch of bugs.
That's so nasty.
How much
Why
is
would
it?
anybody want to do that?
How much is it?
$14. This
Whoa,
one's
that's a deal.
edible Jamaican crickets, $10.
We should get the mixed bugs.
I'm not eating any of it. Are you kidding?
Oh, no. If we bring it on the show, you're definitely eating it.
Yeah, black scorpion's $15.
Oh,
there's a
$15 for a scorpion. Oh, sweet.
You would actually eat that?
Well, maybe like just for the experience.
Okay, this is $115 for a tarantula.
Oh no.
But look.
What the heck?
So you're acting like, why would anybody eat that? But why would you eat any bug?
Well, I feel like because those tarantulas.
I feel it on me.
Because tarantulas are hairy.
Oh, I see. I feel that on me. I'm not kidding.
Scorpions are just like the shell. And like even like
legs.
smaller bugs. Smaller bugs.
I'm not even kidding. I feel like there's a tarantula crawling on me. Every time I see something with 8 legs.
I wouldn't want to eat anything with hair, like a tarantula. That'd be nasty.
I was getting chills. But,
you thought a tarantula was crawling on you?
100%. Ew. Someone posted yummy and healthy. Thank you. That is not its eyeball. That better not be its eyeball.
That's not a tarantula eyeball.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because tarantulas have a... That looks like an eyeball in like a fantasy dragon.
I don't know why you would ever want to eat any of this.
For the experience. I'm not saying like I'm going to start eating them normally, but I think it'd be cool just for the experience to say, hey, guess what I've eaten?
I would never. Ever. Not even kidding. I would. Nope, never.
I also want to eat like... I think it'd be fun to eat like octopus. That'd be cool. That's one of those seafoods that I think would be fun and that I want to like, but I feel like I'd hate.
Yeah, an octopus, it's like fine. An octopi. Octopi would be fun to eat, right? No, but that's not a bug. I feel like any kind of thing that says bug in it. Okay, would you ever eat a snake?
No.
Like, it's dead.
No.
Okay.
Get it out of my presence. Burn it. Burn it to a crisp.
Burn it. That was funny how you said it. Burn it.
Absolutely not.
Okay, what about what's the other thing that people eat? What's like the other stuff that people? Oh, it's like
people eat pig blood.
Oh yeah, liver.
Like solidified.
What about
I don't think I'd eat liver or pig blood. Have you seen that? People eat that stuff.
Wait, are pork rinds pig? Okay, I know. I just making sure. No, right?
You mean like the chip pork?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Is that like part of their... I've been hearing that.
I don't think so. I think pork rinds are just...
Pork?
No. I think they're just chips. Maybe with like something on them to make them taste like pork. I doubt that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're actually
putting even the
pork
texture,
on that,
it's like
though.
what? I don't know.
Like where's that coming from?
I have no clue.
I
But I don't know what
like
the food industry does. I really wish I could never eat again. I'm not even kidding. I would actually never eat anything if I could.
I think I agree with you.
Like, it's just when you really genuinely when you really think about it, how food is made,
it's gross.
It's so disgusting. And like
we both working at food places before, and
I
don't want to I worked at Panera. I'd preferably go a long time without eating at Panera ever again.
Yeah.
But it's Bryn's favorite place to go, so you gotta make sacrifices.
So you gotta do it. But no, I just feel like even when you think about it, like slaughterhouses, like
absolutely,
it's a terrible thing. I know, but like I even after seeing the videos, I still ate meat. It was like 2 days, and I was like, I'll go back and eat it.
Yeah.
But like,
it's just so ingrained.
Just genuinely, it's like I don't know.
lives.
I wish I could just never. And then you're like, okay, well I'll go vegetarian. But then you're like, okay, vegetarian, bugs grow on that stuff. I showed cabbage worms.
Like if you couldn't eat and just survive without eating, you know how much money you'd save?
Oh yeah.
You would save so much money.
Yep. Yeah. And then, like, fast food restaurants. Like, how
yeah.
I don't...
They're nasty. All of them are nasty.
All of them, yeah. And I'm guilty. I eat Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Like, I still eat
McDonald's
Chipotle.
chicken nuggets.
It's all nasty, but we still eat
it. It really is, but... Then, have you ever, like... Okay, I've seen a TikTok about this, too. But have you ever, like... You eat something, then you suddenly remember, you're like... I taste chicken. Like, you start thinking, you're like, this was once alive. Like, you're eating...
Like, you're eating meat?
Like, you're eating meat, thinking... yeah. And then or, like, you're eating an egg.
I don't really think about that.
See, I've done that before. Where I'll start eating an egg, and it's, like, really good. Egg. Help.
Egg. What was the other way you said it? Egg? No,
it's not
it's egg.
Okay. Egg. Whatever. But when you're eating and you're like, this literally came out of a thing. Like...
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
And like... Yeah. And like you're eating chicken. And you're like, I love this sandwich. You're like... This is once living.
It was once living.
And you're... I don't know. It's so freaking weird. I'm sorry. It's so weird to me. I don't know. This is a really good topic because I'm not even kidding. Like, it's not just like trying to fill time. Like, this is how I generally feel about food.
I mean, I think when you think about any food, no matter where it comes from, fast food or otherwise, it's probably going to end up being disgusting. Like, if you trace it back to where it came from, I guess maybe some vegetables not, but then you think about worms crawling all over.
Yeah. Dang. I don't know what
we gotta eat to live.
True. What do you think about, like, milk? Or, like, yogurt or, like, cheese? I don't really... That doesn't faze me, that stuff. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with eating all that. I like...
Because I was thinking, like, if I just stuck to, like, cereal my whole life... like, little cereal... like
yeah. Cereal's good.
Bad. Like, if I could eat that my entire life, I probably would. If I really didn't think about meat.
That's what you should have for your breakfast, if you want. If you don't want to go with the bagel, go with cereal. That's good, too. And put maybe, like, a banana on top of it. Well, there are some good cereals.
True. Like,
they're just usually not the most
flavorful. There's, like, a K brand or whatever. They're pretty good. The raisin and the flake, yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
You should try that.
I'm doing it.
Maybe you, like, buy some bananas, cut them up, put them on top.
Cut.
There you go.
So, wow, what an episode so far. Is that how you feel about... Oh, we still have lots of time to say.
Oh, good.
14 minutes.
Food's disgusting.
Okay, so we said our overrated food we think is seafood or sushi, right?
Yes. Except I want to like it so bad. I want to like it so bad.
It looks so appetizing. Like
crab legs, whenever my family, like once in a blue moon, will get crab legs.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, those look real good. And then I'll like taste them a little bit and I'll be like, those are terrible.
Right. I used to eat, this is gross, when I was younger, or like, okay, there's a few things. So when I was younger, I used to eat the crab meat, but it wasn't like crab. It was like in the packaging.
Oh, it was already like.
But that's imitation crab.
Oh,
but it says crab meat on there. But the more you look into it, it's imitation crab, so it's like white fish. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I don't know. So I used to do that. I also used to eat tuna fish in the little cans.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew that was fish.
You just...
Because I was young, and my mom was like, oh, yeah, like,
just
eat fish in the cans. Yeah, because, like, for, like, tuna bacon and all that, and I would eat it, and I would love it. And then, like, later to find out it was fish, and I'm like, what?
I mean, did that change your mind on it?
Knowing that it was fish?
No, knowing that it was fish, did you just stop eating it?
Oh, yeah. I would never put that in my body again.
What?
See, that's the thing.
You liked it before,
people say that. People are like, well, what if I never told you what that was? You would never know.
I think that's, like, I'd rather people not tell me what I'm eating. Because I think I'd find more enjoyment out of it.
True. I mean, think about it. Fast food restaurants don't tell you what you're eating.
That's true. But they do tell you, like, what, like...
It's supposed to be.
What it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever heard of, like, what they do, the chicken nuggets at McDonald's? That stuff is nasty. They do mix all the bones and all that.
Oh, yeah.
That's so nasty. I never eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's again now.
Oh, no, I don't.
But here's the thing. So, I had talked to somebody that worked at Wendy's before. It's a coworker that works at Starbucks now. And she told me, I said, I want you to be, like, honest with me. You don't work there anymore. Like, was it pretty like normal there? And she was like, shit, I'm not lying to you. She's like, there's nothing to like lie about because I don't even work there anymore. But she's like, it's actually like really good. Like it's actually really good meat. Like it is prepackaged, but it's not like
McDonald's.
Yeah, I was like, I will never eat chicken nuggets. She's like, I'm being honest with you. She's like, I would tell you. She's like, it's not like that at all. So like, I feel better knowing that because I've always kind of liked Wendy's chicken nuggets better. Anyways,
really good.
The McDonald's chicken nuggets not even that good.
No.
And now that you know, like now that I know like what it actually is, I'm like,
Yeah, I think now that I know how it's made, I think Wendy's top tier. Chick-fil-A and Jersey's are probably up there.
Chick-fil-A's way up there. I don't even think I'm eating chicken when I'm eating. I don't even think I'm not even thinking. I'm just thinking about Chick-fil-A. So I'm thinking about what's going on in my body right now.
We'll go to Chick-fil-A sometime.
Can we please? I love Chick-fil-A.
If I get you Chick-fil-A, will you eat a scorpion?
No. Every time you say scorpion, I keep thinking you're gonna say Scorpio, like the sign, like a Leo scorpion. I don't know why, but yeah.
What would you eat if I bought you Chick-fil-A?
What's my go-to?
No, like what could I get you to eat bug-wise?
Nothing. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
maybe a tarantula.
No,
or worms.
It's $150. I'll buy you worms.
No,
Carson.
Never. Ooh, like yeah, it's I keep going back. There was something that like people eat that like they like. Is it like certain things eyeballs? There's something. It's like really weird. Like they'll eat it and they like it. I think it's a fish eyeball. I'm not sure.
Well,
it's like
caviar is fish eggs, isn't it?
Oh, is that what that is?
I think because caviar is like one of those like really fancy things. I've never had it because it's always like super expensive. But it's just fish eggs, and people eat that, and it's like super high class or whatever. And I'm like, that sounds gross.
Ooh.
Did you just? What are you looking at? Pictures or?
That looks. Why would anybody want that? That's what that looks like.
It's super expensive. It is so expensive.
Is it like a supplement for pasta? Is it like this kind of version of pasta?
I think it's like something you put on top of your food.
Wait, what is caviar? That's so. Think about it. You're eating baby fish.
Yeah. I think eggs like of other creatures are enjoyed around the world too.
Oh, okay. Caviar is unfertilized eggs. So actually, it's not fish eggs.
Well, it's
fish
unfertilized
eggs. So that means
eggs.
Right. So that's like us eating eggs.
It's like
because
us
it's
eating
unfertilized, but like one could be fertilized. And we're eating a chicken.
I don't think so.
I never thought about that too.
You scramble an egg and there's a chicken inside.
Ooh.
I think you'd know pretty quick if you were scrambling. Well, yeah, because there's gonna be a little chicken in there if there is.
Like a preemie.
Like a
pre one.
I think you can buy eggs with chickens in them and eat them.
Get out of here. You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm about to buy a chick.
Like a pet?
A chicken egg.
Oh.
Wait. How do you do that? Wait, whoa. Help me. So I want to look up chicken. How to buy a unhatched chicken?
I think...
I have to get an incubator or whatever it's called. What's it called?
I think it's called... Okay, it's called balut.
What's it? What?
Balut. You eat it. It's a kind of food, and it's
That's
chicken
nasty.
Still inside of it.
That is so nasty, and it's not even live yet.
Yeah. So, so people eat that around the world too. Crazy.
Once.
People eat that. Listeners at home, Google balut.
That is nasty. Why would you ever eat that?
It's pretty nasty. People eat it though.
I can't believe that's allowed. I can't.
Filipino.
Wait, this is chicken. I want to get it. Oh my gosh.
Sold mainly in China and Southeast Asian countries, notably Cambodia and Vietnam. So it's more of like a Eastern type of food. They like it there though, I guess.
They do?
I guess. I mean, they keep selling them. They also eat, I think it's somewhere in South America or Central America, but they eat guinea pigs. The look on your face. You look up so fast.
Well, I mean, you hear of different cultures eating different things like cat and dog.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if that's true all the way.
The guinea pig one is very true. I'm not sure about the cat and dog. I mean, any animal around the earth, someone has eaten that animal.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, we eat cows, we eat chickens.
Someone's eaten shark meat. Someone's eaten giraffe meat. Someone's eaten... What's
lion?
Lion.
That's...
Like, as weird as it is for us, around in different parts of the world, it's probably more of a thing. Like, in where they do eat guinea pigs.
Right.
Like, if you opened up a restaurant and sold guinea pigs now, people would be like, what? That's disgusting. But, like,
country that eats
for other
guinea
people,
pigs.
it's normal.
Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru.
Oh, Peru, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's where I heard.
Oh, I can't. Why would you do that? Look, why? Why?
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. For us, maybe guinea pig tastes good.
No.
I'm
getting like chilled. I'm getting like the jitters.
I'd never eat guinea pig. Never.
Like, look at that. That's on your plate, and you know it's a guinea pig. Why would you ever ingest that?
I don't know.
Country that eats hamsters?
I bet somewhere they eat hamsters. Where do people eat hamsters?
Why would you eat... This is still a guinea pig. Why would you... Without your plate, why would you eat that?
People like it, I guess.
The little thing was once somebody's pet.
I don't know about that. I don't think it was somebody's pet.
Like, come here, little guinea pig. I'm cooking you today. On my stove. No, it's... Food is very interesting. And the more we talk about it, the more I get disgusted by it, and the more I don't want to ever eat again.
Well, let's talk about some good food. Where, like, notably, the French have amazing food.
Oh, tell me about it.
Crepes. Have you ever had a crepe? We're gonna find somewhere that sells crepes, and you're gonna eat a crepe.
Is that a dessert?
It can be eaten as a main course.
Okay, you should have no bugs in there.
I'm sure there's no bugs in there.
Cool. Because I don't know if this is some sort of trick.
A crepe. Somewhere around here they sell crepes, and you can get like fruit drizzle on top of it too.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like a dough.
It's kind of like it's a dough.
And it's like
a bread-based product. It's this really thin. It's kind of like I want to say it's like a tortilla. How it looks. Like if you folded a tortilla in half, that's what a crepe kind of looks like, but it's a different texture than tortilla. Yeah, it's like French toast almost.
Wait, so it's like, what do they put inside of it? Like some sort of like frost? What is that inside?
I don't know exactly what's inside that one. The way I've had crepes, it's filling. But they'll put like different things. The crepes I've had, they put like it's like a cream. That's probably a cream filling.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a cream filling, and then the ones I've had they have like blueberry and strawberry, like drizzle on top with actual blueberries or strawberries, depending on which one you get.
Okay.
It's really good though. You should definitely try it sometime.
And then what's the texture? What could you?
It's this really soft, light dough. Like, have you ever had like? I don't know how to compare it because it's so unique. I can't really think of anything that's alike it.
Okay, this is kind of weird, but does it kind of sound like it tastes like a pancake, but like not like that thick of a pancake, but like the ends of a pancake? You know when like you get like the end of the pancake and it's kind of like...
It's even thinner than that. It's so thin. It is so thin.
So when you... Okay. I'm trying to think. It looks like, when I look at it, it looks like... I don't know. But anyway, it's good. And it's like typically a dessert.
A lot of the time it's dessert. Like, it's... I don't know. It's good. That's all I know.
Sounds good. I mean, it looks good.
What's like a good food that you like?
Ooh, sorry. I really like bacon.
Bacon's good.
I really like bacon. I don't even like literally though. When I'm eating bacon, I don't even think it's coming from pig. I literally don't.
It's so good that those thoughts just go over your head.
Yeah, and like, but even like as I'm like, this is a pig, and I'm like, this is good. Like, I never really care. Pigs are pig, you know. Like I don't really care about pigs, but like, bacon's just really really good. Like I don't know, it's just something about pigs.
Sacrificing pigs is worth it if we have bacon.
100%. So you like?
I love bacon.
Do you like bacon crispy or like? I know people eat. I've heard people eating it raw. Have you ever heard that?
I don't eat it raw.
I don't.
But I don't like it super crispy.
I agree. It has to be right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
It doesn't sound really disgusting, but there's actually, well, wait. I have a piece of. It's okay.
Speaking of food,
I get to eat my hair today. Sorry, this is. That's okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, but there's like this bacon. It's actually bacon that you put in a microwave.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's not like it's a way to cook it. It's like it's called microwavable bacon.
Wow.
And that's the perfect. What do you call it? That's the perfect like quality that I like. I don't like it too crispy. I don't like it too fat.
When it comes out,
it comes
right
out in the middle. Yep.
Your perfect bacon is that.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's pretty good. But people eat it raw, and I don't really know how that works. Have you ever heard of that, or is that just my imagination? Because that sounds absolutely disgusting.
It does sound disgusting. Eating any meat raw looks.
But like for me at least, I'd never heard of anybody eating like anything raw other than bacon.
Yeah, well, because usually raw food is like dangerous.
Yeah, you can get like salmonella, I think it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have 40 seconds. So I think it's a good time to.
A good talk about food.
I love that topic. That didn't even seem like it was a whole hour because we were nonstop talking. That was a really good episode. I feel like.
Well, thanks for coming.
And have a good day. And thanks for coming to
an hour of BS
featuring.
Oh, Carson.
Brandon. There we go. Okay, bye everyone. See you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.